All right, what's up, Russ? This is Brandon. Appreciate the phone call today, man. I'm looking forward to kind of going through this with you, and I really think that we could do some big things here. You've got a great start with this website. It looks good. The design looks pretty good, and I'm sure it costs you a pretty penny. So nice job getting this up. That's kind of the first step here. The next step we need to do is, fill it with the content that is needed to actually get this thing found by Google from people searching for your services. So the first thing we want to talk about is just content in general. The average homepage on Google has at least 1,500 words on it. So I copied and pasted your homepage, and you've got 577 words. So that's kind of the first step is we need to get that up to at least 1,500 words on the homepage. But more importantly, what we need to do is riddle your entire website, not just the front page, but your entire website. We need to litter it with what we call buyer intent keywords. So what I mean by that is if we type in, this is a tool I use called Ahrefs. If we type in Denver up here, and then we include hardwood replacement and hardwood refinishing, just as an example, here's what comes up. So 350 people per month search for hardwood floor refinishing in Denver. 300 people search for Denver hardwood floor refinishing. See how these are very similar, but they're different. They're worded differently. And each one of these gets 3, 6, that's 950 people searching for these keywords every month. So these are examples of the buyer intent keywords that we need to put into your site. Same with this one, refinishing hardwood floors Denver. This one has 300. Wood floor refinishing, that one has 150. The list goes on. We don't want to use the ones that don't necessarily relate to what you're offering. But even this one, refinishing hardwood floors Denver, that gets less. It gets 10 a month, but it's still search volume. So that's what I mean by just placing as many keywords that have buyer intent behind them into your website, and Google will rank for that. And over time, you'll start to see your website get higher and higher and higher in Google, and people will find you if you have a bunch of these in your site. And we can do this for Denver. We can do it for Littleton, for any service area that you want to work in, as well as every service that you offer. So it's pretty exciting when you start to see the number of people that are searching for this and what traffic that could bring to you. That could be a lot more phone calls and a lot more form submits, which obviously would turn into some closed deals. So that's the first thing, man. It's just content and keywords. Let me show you something here. So this is a tool I use called Ahrefs, and here's your website domain. And so this is the analytics pretty much behind your site. So it's saying that you've got 0 keywords. So if we go to the top search on Google, so when I type in hardwood installation Denver, here's what shows up on the first page. These are Google ads, which you may or may not know anything about. Here's your Google Map Pack, which I'll briefly talk about. And then here are the top organic searches. This website is giving me issues. It won't let me get into it for some reason, which is kind of sketchy. So I'm going to worry about Denver Hardwood Company, and I'm going to compare your site to theirs. I'm not going to worry about Yelp because that's a directory. It's kind of a different story. So anyways, so here is your site, 0 keywords. Here is that other site, 3,700 keywords. And as you can see, they're getting a ton of traffic to their website per month. And this is a big part of it. Okay. So that's where we can start, is just get you the right content with the right buyer intent keywords in your site. The next thing I want to talk to you about is what we call backlinks. So a backlink is any link, any other website pretty much that links back to your website that drives traffic to you. So these could be blogs, these could be directories, these could be a number of different things, but we need to get you backlinks. And not all backlinks are created equal. You'll get a lot more power behind trustworthy and relevant backlinks. So quality is a lot better than quantity here. So let's look at your page. You've got 4 backlinks currently coming from 3 different domains. And this DR and UR rating right here, this is basically how much Google trusts your site. Not to say it's a bad website. That's not what I mean by that. It's how likely they are to basically, have organic traffic come to you. So as you can see, it's really low, and part of that is because it's a brand new site, right? But a lot of that is just because it hasn't been optimized. So let's look at Denver Hardwood Company. So they have 3,700 keywords and they have 2,400 backlinks coming from 600 different websites. So, like I said, not all of these backlinks are created equally. Some of them may just be trash, not any good. But I guarantee you they have a lot of really good backlinks in here that's helping drive traffic to their site. So, what I mean by that is a lot of these they've just linked themselves to, and we can get that done for you and get you the right backlinks that you need to start ranking on Google. So that's the next thing is backlinks. And as you can see, these rankings are really good. It's very rare that you have anybody, 27 and 13, if you're thinking about that on a scale of 100, that seems low, but this is really good. So what we need to do, what I do is I do what's called the copycat method. So I figure out what keywords they're using that they're ranking for, and I use the same ones, and then I find other ones that they're not ranking for. And then with the power of these backlinks, it allows these keywords to rank even higher than the top competitors. And over time, we can get this working in your favor, and we'll get you to that front page. It's just a matter of time. Sometimes this can take a couple months. Sometimes it can take 3 to 6 months, but it's necessary to be able to get this stuff to work. It takes a while for Google to trust your site. So that's the last thing, man. Or the second to last thing. The last thing I want to talk to you about is how to get into this map pack. So in order to do this, you need to beat the top competitor on here. So A+ Hardwood Floors. This comes down to citations. So we need to get you more citations than this company has. And what a citation is it's anywhere that you can list your business name, address, and phone number into a directory. So if these guys have 250 citations, you need to have at least 300 or 350 so that you can dominate them there. And then there's another portion of this. We call it Google My Business optimization. So that's the first thing, is to just get you more citations. And then the second thing is to optimize your Google workspace. And that comes down to, getting you guest posts and reviews and geotagged, keyworded photos and all these things that we can talk about. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. We need to rewrite your content, get some keywords in there, get you backlinks that are trustworthy and relevant, and then get you a ton of citations and optimize your Google My Business stuff. And yeah, dude, that's pretty much it. So I'm excited to hear your feedback on this, and I appreciate your time, and I hope you got some value out of this. And I look forward to talking with you about it, man. Thanks, Russ. Have a great weekend, man.